beautiful souls. The wolf girl, the little wolf, the animal spirit of the wolf steps forward, the werewolf. There is an energy of transformation, an energy of metamorphosis, an energy of shifting shape that's coming through for you. And you might resonate with this. We've also got the energy of the moon um, coming through for you in this reading. And the overall message of this reading is it's okay to be alone. You're embarking on, or you've entered upon a journey or a process within your journey that you have to undertake alone, diving deep into your shadow self, diving deep into your emotional self. And everything that you're experiencing is to support that journey right now. So we're going to take a look. We're going to do a general reading, see what spirit wants to highlight for you, see what the wolf girl wants, what messages the animal spirit of the wolf wants to bring you in this reading, um, to shine a light on some of the things that you've been experiencing. So if this energy calls to you, if it resonates with you, this might be your reading. Okay. If you're new to my channel, I'm High Priestess Elif, and I welcome you to evolve with me. This channel is to support you on your spiritual journey, to be that friend that clarifies and validates what you already know, where you are on your spiritual journey, and to remind you who you are and how to best navigate your relationships, your relationship with yourself and other areas and aspects of your life. Sometimes we just need that confirmation. This can be a very lonely journey, as we already know, and for you, certainly it feels that way because it's definitely the message, the overall message of your reading today. Returning subscribers, welcome back. It's always good to have you here. Come in, sit down, connect with me. Thank you for coming to spend some time with me, guys. I hope you guys enjoy this reading. I always ask that you settle into your intuition, into your guidance system. Welcome your guides and keepers into your space. Ask them to guide you through the reading. If it resonates, claim it without a doubt. If it doesn't, leave it. It's probably for someone else. Don't try and make it fit. And if it triggers, that is where your work begins. The archangels in the north, south, east, and west have their sacred flames burning. I give thanks to my guides and keepers, your guides and keepers, source, the universe, for showing me what it is I need to see at this time, to shed a light on your path to serve your highest good. Okay, now let's begin. I'm going to do a nice Celtic cross in this reading because I want to get a nice full story. But let's start with your oracle card. You've got the number 18 here. And the message is it's all right to be alone. So the number 18 is the number 9. Okay, you could be a life past 9, or that could be what you're experiencing at this time, the energy of the number 9. Okay, so this small girl who changes in the woods, all right? And I'm getting a very strong message that this is an impression of your energy under the full moon into a creature wild and undomesticated, remains gentle, soulful, and true to her essence. She wants you to know your solitude is your sanctuary. She wishes for you too to know you are changing and showing more of your true self. She wishes you to know that while these changes will be empowering at first, they make you vulnerable, fragile, and open. As she is if you gaze deeply into her eyes. You must wear a symbol of what you are becoming at this time, as she does. Look at the symbol around her neck. So the animal spirit is definitely calling you near here. And take on that which you wish to change into. This will become your talisman, and it holds great magic within you. Choose this alone. This is between you and your guides. What is it that you are becoming? What is it that you are? What is at the heart of this transformation? What is the energy at the heart of this transformation? That is your symbol. It's going to be different for all of you. Okay. Wow. Your changes are becoming conspicuous to others. So for now, be sure to keep the changes safe while you nurture them. Now is neither the right time to proclaim them loudly, nor is it the time to be mysterious. It is wise to allow them to simply happen. Some will notice and give their support. Others will notice and give their disapproval. You must learn to discern what advice is wise. Be careful, okay? Don't be needy of approval and flattery, or of condemnation against which to rebel. Just keep on being your true self and give yourself space and solitude. Allow the little wolf go to show you how. Then you will know when your true self will be revealed. The changes you have made will in time seem so entirely natural, and those who are no longer meant to be in your life will depart. So don't worry about it. Just keep on becoming and be for now in the best company of all your own. So this is what happens during the transformation. When you start to find your own voice, when you start to connect with your archetypes and who you are, the ancient part of you, your wisdom, right? You no longer conform. You become uncomfortable to some, though some will love and honor you coming into yourself. Others will find it deeply inconvenient and triggering. And so this is a period in your life where many people leave, they exit. All right. It is only your inner voice. It is only your guidance system. It is only your relationship with source. It is only your relationship with the part of you that is source. Okay, your inner being that matters. Right. And those who come to support, honor them, appreciate them, but remember this is for you to break free from the codependence, the approval of others, because it is only your inner voice that matters. All right? Let's take a look. What else does Spirit want to show? Want to share with you at this time about this journey that you are embarking on. Right. So we're doing a Celtic cross, general energy. Thank you, Spirit. Seven of Swords. Okay, there is an energy of betrayal, of feeling betrayed. There is an energy of self-betrayal. And it is natural for you when you're going through this kind of awakening, for you to become very aware of your own tendencies, of how you have held the energy, the frequency of betrayal active in your life through nurturing relationships by betraying yourself. There is looking back with the Seven of Swords, looking back. Um, am I sure I want to leave this behind? Am I sure I want to venture out towards this new terrain, this new world where I leave the circus behind? The circus took me in when I was really lost. The circus gave me a home. Am I sure I want to leave that behind? What if the world out there is really dark and lonely? This is you breaking free. And that tendency to look back, this message is about that, okay? Because when you have that, where you sort of split and you're going back and forth between yourself and the approval of others, between your own truth and trying to still find harmony with others, and trying to work on relationships where you have to grieve some of these relationships. They've been a part of your life for so long, they've been a part of your identity, a part of your truth. Some of them just don't serve anymore, and it's tough. It's not an easy decision to make. But when there's that tendency to self-betray, you attract partners like that, you attract relationships, friendships like that, and you wonder why it is that you keep being treated the way you are when you're giving people so much, because you've been giving too much. And this is a big lesson for you here. Okay, what you're leaving in the past is you're releasing that turmoil, that mental turmoil with the Eight of Swords here. Okay, where you didn't have a lot of clarity, where how you experience reality and the choices you made would depend on other people's energy, what they would validate for you, what they would approve of. And this meant that you were often misguided and misled. This also led to a lot of mental turmoil because things just didn't align and it didn't make sense, and you didn't understand why certain things turned out the way that they did. But when we use other people, people outside of us, as our source of navigation of whether or not we're in the right place, we are puppeted and we are led astray. You have to tune into your inner voice, your inner guidance system as a means of navigation. And this is the gift you are giving yourself with this journey, with this part of your process. Okay. Also, really, you're leaving a lot of stress behind, a lot of mental stress. Okay. Okay. And with that, being defensive, having to defend yourself all the time, having to protect yourself from the people that you are in relationships with. What a hard way to live, and so many of us have found ourselves there. It is exhausting to have your guard up all the time just to be able to be a part of a family, just to be able to be a part of a friend group, just to exist within a relationship, to receive a modicum of love, to have your shield up because you can be attacked at any moment. And it really feeds into this negative self-worth, the negative concept of self, and you're breaking free from that. And it's not an easy process. It is a frightening one, and I want to acknowledge that, and Spirit just wants to acknowledge that you are seen. And that's why the energy of the wolf, the spirit animal of the wolf, steps forward and lets you know, I am with you. You are not alone. It is time for you to give space to who you are, and those who can honor that, those who have the level of consciousness, the depth of love, the appreciation for who you are, that loves you, that have the capacity to love you for who you are, not through the lens that is them, because you're convenient to them, because you feed some sort of need within them. Those are the people that will step forward. And the wolf, the animal spirit of the wolf is guiding you through the forest. You're going through a dark night of the soul. And the animal spirit of the wolf steps forward to say, I'm going to guide you through this dark forest, through this scary forest, and you will be safe. Who better? Who better to guide you through the dark, dense forest than the wolf? Okay. And I love this because just before I started doing this reading, I was reading on I was doing some content on TikTok and on my group where I was reading from uh, the book Woman Who Run with the Wolves. Clarissa, I'm going to botch the name. There's a name in between and it's being Colis. I'm terrible with names. I've read her name a million times. I know who she is. Brilliant, brilliant book about the psyche of the wild woman. And it's called Woman Who Run with the Wolves. It's about our journey through the dark forest. It's about us collecting our medicine and our truth. And if you've seen fairy tales, there's always a dark, dense forest for the princess to have to journey through in order to find her strength, her courage, and her truth, to face her fears and to conquer her demons, right? Or her oppressors in the fairy tale. And yeah, we've got this theme coming up in this reading for you. As you can see, guys, in my readings too, I'm going really deep with these readings, and I'm doing exactly what this message is about. From the little wolf girl is to create space and to claim your truth and your depth. And those who are meant to find you will resonate with your message and will meet you there. No more dumbing things down. No more trying to fit into a bigger mold for everybody's palate and comfortability. No. Okay. To give space to your medicine, no matter how bitter, no matter how deep, no matter how dense, no matter how uncomfortable that medicine is, it is valuable. You know, the old people used to say, the bitter medicine is the best medicine, right? So you're leaving behind with everything that you are processing, that you are letting go of, the tendency to betray yourself. You're working through that, to use other people as your point of attraction, working through that, to tune into your own guidance system, creating space for that. You are no longer forcing yourself to stay in places where you need to wear an armor just to be able to exist there, right? Where your skin needs to become thicker just to be able to exist within it. Okay. Realizing that we want to be in spaces that honor us, spaces that uplift us, not spaces or sit in circles where we question our value. And so there is an opportunity for you now to sit with the moon. Okay. And the moon is your shadow self. Just sit with your archetypes, to sit with the parts of yourself that you have been avoiding, to sit with the parts of yourself that you struggle to love, to meet with your archetypes, why they exist and why they keep so many toxic cycles active in your life in an attempt to protect you, in an attempt to help you survive. You're meeting with all these parts of yourself in a way, in a sacred way, to individuate with your truth so that you can be empowered by it and no longer controlled. Okay. So this is about your shadow work. All right. And being empowered by your truth. This is an opportunity for you, beautiful. Whether you take it or not is up to you when it's in this position. But if you do take it, let's see. What does it bring? Oh, the Six of Swords. You walking away and being released and releasing yourself from things that no longer serve, from a painful reality, being guided upon the waters, sacred waters, towards better lands, towards a space and a place where you are honored and loved, into a new world and a new life as the emperor. And the emperor can sometimes be stubborn about making things work for the sake, because of a deep feeling of responsibility towards those relationships. But I feel like here the emperor is setting himself, male or female, free. Okay. And embarking on the journey to build your own empire, a world that resembles who you truly are, not to fit into other people's empires anymore, into other people's worlds. Okay, what is here for you? The Ace of Wands, a new beginning. A new stable beginning is here for you. This is the energy, the power. This is the seed that is being handed to you to plant a new, um, stable, sustainable reality, relationships. Okay, and that is birthed from a stable sense of self. And where does that take you, beautiful? Seven of Pentacles, an abundant harvest. All right. And just be aware of your tendency to, you see all of these pentacles here that are abundant, but you see how she's speculating the pentacle to look for faults. This can be a blind spot. And spirit just wants you to be aware of your tendency to investigate and criticize and look for faults, and it creates a lot of dissatisfaction in your experience. It makes things a lot harder than they need to be when there's a tendency to be critical and dissatisfied. Okay? If this is a journey that is not easy, and that tendency will just make it worse. What is working in your favor at this time? You've got the Eight of Cups. You are walking away from relationships and situations that no longer serve you. This is really working in your favor. This is what turns everything around. Okay. Some of you are walking away from a relationship in which you've been betrayed over and over and over. Some of you are walking away from family members where you are being betrayed over and over. There is no loyalty. They do not honor you. They do not honor who you are. Okay? And you are releasing yourself from these things. And this is really working in your favor. External influences right now. You've got the Empress. So this Empress energy lets me know that you've been inspired to give birth to something new. There is something that's really inspiring you. Someone has come into your life that has inspired all of this. A meeting of minds, a meeting, perhaps a mentor, perhaps a friend, a mother figure, a shining light. It could also be this intuitive meeting of an ancestor, spirit guide, the energy of the animal spirit of the wolf that comes in and shows you that you are pregnant with so much and about to give birth to something new. For some of you, this is your children. For some of you, this is new life that you're bringing into the world, and you're realizing, I don't want this to come into the world that has been mine. I want to create a new world for this new life that I'm bringing into this world and ushering in. And that's what's inspiring you. This is a very inspiring energy. Hopes and fears. King of Swords. You hope to be able to develop and honor your own mind, your own truth, to speak your truth, to remain true to yourself. You're afraid that you might fall back into the old habit of not doing that. But I feel like you're really determined and you're confident. Okay? And it doesn't matter that sometimes we find ourselves doing the same old things that we used to. We just start again. That's the process. We don't beat ourselves up about it. We learn from it and we just pick ourselves up and we start again. Okay? Falling is part of the journey. When you learn to walk, when you learn to run, you're not so steady on your feet initially. Outcomes, all right. Please be aware, beloved, that this process is you're going through a dark night of the soul. Your beliefs and your self-concepts are being completely torn down. Nothing that you thought was life, nothing that you thought was real is real anymore. And this can be scary. This can lead to, well, dark night of the soul is the physical manifestation of the dark night of the soul is depression. Okay. And this can be scary because you even have to reassess and replace beliefs about what depression really is. So how you need to honor yourself, you need to honor your mental health, you need to honor what you feed your mind, right? If something is unwell, if something needs support, nurturing, how do we support it? By nourishing it, by tending to it, by caring for it, by showing it grace, showing it tenderness. Do the same with your mind. And get the support to help you with processes, tools and techniques that support you on your journey, on your spiritual journey, that support your mental health. Because when you go through a dark night of the soul, spiritual psychosis is quite natural. Can be natural. And so getting a spiritual coach, a spiritual guide, a mentor that helps you navigate that, very important. Learning the tools, the techniques to equip yourself to support yourself is very important as you navigate that. Okay? And as a result, you have judgment and justice. You break karmic cycles. You leave behind a lot of the uncomfortable stuff. You break through. You're in a new world. Life feels different. You are more you. And suddenly things make sense. You've completely set yourself free from the programming and the matrix, and you have justice coming in, where suddenly things peak financially. Suddenly you have a deeper sense of purpose. Suddenly you're meeting incredible people who are like-minded and feel you. Suddenly you're just in a different place, a different manifestation space, right? You're on a different frequency, and a lot of justice and a lot of balance comes into your life. So that is your reading, beautiful. With that comes new love. With that comes a new sense of purpose. With that comes new opportunities, new financial opportunities, new you're open to doing more of the stuff that set your soul ablaze. So be gentle with yourself at this time. It is part of the awakening, the dark night. So remember, nurture your mind, your soul, and your body for this new beginning. Love and light. If you'd like to get a personal reading, maybe you'd like to take a closer look at your situation, or you'd like to get some coaching sessions with me, spiritual coaching and guidance. Perhaps you'd like to get a channeled healing. So that's energy healing, channeled energy healing. My email is in the description box below. Whatever you choose to do, do what is best for you, love and light, and I will see you next time. Bye.